It's harder to have the chuppah, untangle the chuppah than it is to
get married.
Get married. We were doing Friday evening services at Rosen, at the synagogue and center that I started.
And I walked in, and there was a room full of chairs in a circle, and David was in the middle.
In walked this gorgeous, familiar face.
It was like my entire being changed in that moment, in the moment that I walked into that space.
It represents the home. It's kind of like our little miniature home. And we're going to be symbolically playing out that we hope to build a home that has a sheet hanging over my head. And over Ariel's head.
We're hoping to have a roof over our heads.
We're hoping
and
to be
some
able
walls
to...
that this doesn't have. In December of 2006, I had a lunch meeting with someone. She was looking for a Jewish community in the Upper West Side. And I thought, well, I don't know if I can help you. Maybe I can help you. Just let me know what you find. Because I kind of had left any Jewish context about 10 or 15 years prior to then. So the next time we had lunch, she said, I actually found a really cool space, a cool synagogue.
I guess I was creating the center, was that in my own personal journey, having grown up in a modern Orthodox family, my experience was very much of Orthodox Judaism. When I was 23, I wound up leaving Judaism for about a decade. But I was also pursuing other spiritual paths like Buddhism, Eastern spirituality in general. And when I was in my early 30s, I had an awakening that said I have to return to Judaism and I have to bring these things with me.
It's an incredible way of maintaining perspective and reminding himself and reminding me and reminding everybody that we're all sort of part of something much bigger, and the details are not quite as important, and life is much more fun than we tend to think it is.
As things developed, I wound up being approached to take a job in Aspen, Colorado, and we eventually wound up living half of the time here in New York and half of the time in Aspen, Colorado, and it just felt like Ariel was my partner.
That sort of escalated things because it was this other place. He had to travel 2 weeks out of the month, and he had to consider living there, and we were dating, so it sort of really put things in perspective as far as like, okay, are we going to be serious or are we not?
I had been thinking since I had met Ariel, she'd been telling me about these amazing photographs that she's taken with her best friend Bryn underneath the globe in Columbus Circle at the Trump Tower. And I just kept thinking that we were going to get engaged there. I don't know why I was thinking about that forever.
And my best friend happened to have been with us because she came in from California, and they had already planned it to do it this very night because it's a really special night in the Jewish calendar. And she was there, so he thought about how to incorporate her.
Bryn, didn't you guys take great photographs, like underneath in the Columbus Circle, underneath the globe? I remember those great photos. She's like, oh yeah, those photographs, they were great. We had a great time, blah, blah, blah. And I said, let's walk over there. I want to go see it. And so we walked over there, and
he had her taking pictures of us, just cute pictures. And then he said, wait, let me just get down on my knee for a second.
And I started proposing, and Bryn started snapping